Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is twitchsopamanxx. Sorry about the sound. I'm just kind of I couldn't sleep. It's like 12:30 p.m. a.m. It's late. P.m. a.m. And I'm kind of not tired yet. I'm gonna go to sleep later on. Tomorrow I have a shitload of a long day. It's actually gonna suck, but that's not here. What I'm going to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is twitchsopamanxx. I'm allowed to play Red Orchestra 2. You shouldn't play it though, it's too hard for you. And tonight, I want to talk about this guy, Def Noodles. And I guess the reason why I wanted to talk about him is because I watched the Internet Anarchist video on him. I know that Sunny V2 made a video about him as well. And this is kind of a reaction video, but I also wanted to analyze just how much he messed up in trying to become this like comedian. He wanted to be a comedian, but his sets were not funny. He wasn't a funny person. He just kept trying. I do give him praise for a few points about what he did in his life. Like he actually did make or achieve some level of his dream, which was to like get people to like watch his comedy show, but he did that with the power of money more than the power of ability. But you know, I watched his channel, and he's just as pathetic as before. I don't think he's been taken down a notch yet. I think that he's still struggling to become this person that he's not, and whether that's a good or bad thing, that's kind of up to him to decide and not anyone else. But I do want to talk about this magical little video right here. So I'm going to be watching this and I'm going to be pausing it. The audio is kind of loud. I'm going to just be muting myself whenever I can so that I can like not interrupt this stuff.
Def Noodles has made a lot of mistakes during his online career, but picking a fight with Charlie over some friendly criticism was by far the worst.
Greatest crime that I committed was to have caused the great moist critical to cringe. I have unfortunately committed the most heinous sin a YouTuber can commit in their career.
Well, that's the first thing already. So I guess this is kind of the reason why. I just find it... Let's be upfront about this. The first thing is obviously no one likes a whiny asshole. No one likes this kind of person. No one likes the personality of a guy who like doesn't understand that, yeah, there are going to be people that don't like you. It's the internet. That's okay. I know. Like everyone knows when you use the internet, you can be loved or hated, and the difference between that is it's just very thin. I don't know. I don't have any good analogies for it. Like hair thin, basically. But if the first thing that you do is when you get called out, you turn into Adam Sandler voice, and you're gonna do the Adam Sandler voice to show that you don't care, that just makes you a fucking baby. But let's watch the rest of this shit.
Combine this with Def Noodles refusing to take accountability and listen to the voice of reason.
Why make yet another video rolling around in your own personal drama and posting it on your channel? That is self-destructive. That is a downward spiral. Your audience doesn't want to keep seeing you do this. I don't want to see you making videos like this because it's just not a good look.
It's no wonder why his channel had a 98% decline in viewership that ultimately forced him to delete his entire online presence. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, news, throughout his time on YouTube by creating videos that blended commentary, comedy, and news reporting. Throughout on YouTube by creating videos that blended commentary, comedy.
All right, yeah, that's the first thing right there that I'm digging already. Unfortunately, I couldn't find this video, so I tried to find them, as you can see on the top channels here. I tried to find the old videos about this, but I couldn't find any copies. Maybe I just didn't look hard enough. And you know what? For a channel that's got 500 or had 500,000 subscribers, I think he did a pretty okay job. Look at that. Every day, like, I checked on Google how much money you get paid if you have like 1 million views per video, and it's about $4,000. I don't know if that's accurate, but I think $4,000 for 1 million views is a lot of money. That would be a great incentive to become a YouTuber, I think. Hell, if I could do it, I'd be doing that as a side job, never as a full-time job though. Even if it made more than my main job, I wouldn't care. But look at the views that he has, like 28,000, probably a few more.
And news.
Look, 21,000, 41,000. I mean, I know about Austin McBroom because of the the Ace family that basically disappeared on the internet. That's another video, and I think no. Sunny V2 I think made a video about them too, but that's, like I said, a different video. Anyway.
Reporting. Throughout his time on YouTube, Dennis was obsessed with becoming a stand-up comedian.
I just took a DNA test, I'm 100% that bitch. Even when I'm crying crazy, yeah, I got boy problem.
So obsessed he'd
I mean, fuck, is there anything that you need to say about this? About what he just said? I'm just gonna keep the microphone on. I'm gonna try not to talk into it when I'm like recording it, because pausing and doing all this stuff all the time is just kind of annoying. But I don't know. I tried to find a set. I did find a set at some point somewhere on YouTube, and it honestly, like, it was amusing rather than funny. It wasn't really entertaining. I think he was like trying to mumble a song or some shit. I don't remember, but it wasn't really entertaining. It was just very mild, very, very. It's like, I don't know. It's like we have a comedian at home meme kind of version of comedy, if you want to be told about that. He just wasn't a very funny guy, which I gotta point out, it's okay. It's okay not to be funny. It's okay if you want to be a comedian and you don't make it. That's fine. But let's keep going with this.
leave edgy jokes when making commentary on serious topics, and even told a viewer to, quote, go educate yourself at the end of the barrel of a loaded shotgun, unquote, after they told him to improve his comedy skills. Fortunately for
yeah, that's the first red flag right there, I'd say. You know, like I said before, like, how to destroy your channel, it's so much easier to analyze someone's downfall than it is to highlight their rise. Like, if you look at, for example, like I made a video about JonTron about why his audience basically stopped watching his videos, and he went from like getting like 10 million views to 7 million views to 4 million views to 1.6 million views per video, which is still a titanic amount, but he just kind of like had a big drop off. Except now he made an Animorphs video that's pretty funny, and I actually watched it more than once, which is insane. But it reminded me of old JonTron, and that's a good thing. Go watch that video if you want to watch it. That's on JonTron's channel. He made a new Animorphs video. Go watch that shit, because that shit is funny. Funnier than me, for sure. But if you can't handle criticism, handling criticism is like what you need to do to a degree on the internet. You can't, it's a very, very thin line. Like I always say the same. It's a very thin line between like getting told by people what you should be doing and then people like not following you because you change, and keeping your style intact. It's a very, very thin line to cross. I have a business, and I teach English class. I have a little company that teaches English, and in this company I talk to a lot of people, and there's always going to be someone that doesn't like how you do things. This is normal. This is normal for everyone. There's always going to be someone that just doesn't like how you do content. Always. And that person is going to tell you, like, you should do it this way. You should do it this way. And you have to define the line of what changes are good, what changes are bad, what changes you should do, what changes are not worth doing. Because there's one reality. You're never going to have everyone satisfied. That is an impossibility. But you have to be open to it. Even if you don't change a lot, even if you change just like 1%, that's okay. It's adaptability. But this guy, like, hey, your comedy's still, go fuck yourself. Like, that's not the correct answer. That's not the correct answer, ever.
Dennis, he'd get the opportunity to try his hand at a comedy venue that he rented and renovated sometime in 2022. He planned on using the space to host his first Super Roast Battle, which was meant to be an engaging comedy-filled night with comedians.
Okay, sorry. So there's one thing that is very important to clarify this, and this is something that I respect Def Noodles for. I respect him a lot for